Been recently looking on your underground launch website, and I love the Get Smarter idea. That's very, very clever marketing. You look so much like Maxwell Smart, the music, everything. The video you have on there is a brilliant use of marketing. Can you tell me what you think about video marketing and whether you believe it's something people should be using as part of their marketing for their business online?
I definitely do, and I'm kind of simplistic in the way that we do things. So I've defaulted a lot to just print and copy, which is what I grew up on essentially. But there's no doubt about it. Video is here to stay. It's here in a big way, and I think it makes a tremendous difference, especially by trying to incorporate your personality into the video. I'm a huge believer in people want to buy from other people, that they don't necessarily want to buy from Acme Corporation, but if there's somebody inside Acme who's the face of it, then it's even better. And video is a great way of showcasing that personality. So, when I'm putting on videos, there's always a lot of times a little bit of that sort of goofiness maybe or silliness, and that's just my personality. I think you can take your authenticity, you can take your genuine personality and then expand on it, and you can expand on it even more via video because it's an easier medium to showcase that. And people will certainly watch video, and I've seen tests from my friends where they'll run videos and they'll run sales letters, and sometimes video outpulls sales letters only, sometimes it's the other way around, but there's no doubt that video is pretty important, especially if you're looking at anything that you can demonstrate and show. And using the same similar sales path or same sequencing is really important. And I'm a big fan of video, and we'll be doing certainly more.
Oh, that's great. Now, you've got this thing that you run called Maverick Adventures, and you've met some really successful, amazing people. Now, how did you come up with that idea? And I know you've met Richard Branson. That must have been a huge wow. I got to see him at Engage today. I also got to meet Tony Shea, which he was an amazing man too. Can you tell us a little bit more about Maverick Adventures and if you're running any more this year?
Yeah, so it's Maverick Business Adventures, and
I know the logo's cool.
It came actually out of, I've always been into unique experiences, and I'm a big believer in not having an ordinary life. And so I've always created big life lists for myself of things that I want to do and people I want to meet, and even things I want to have or things I want to accomplish. And so that was part of it. And literally, one day I think a lot of our changes or new directions sometimes become are part of, because we might be unhappy with part of what's going on, and I was getting a little burnt out on what I was doing online, quite frankly, and I literally just sat down and made a list of what my ideal business would look like, and it was adventures, it was unique experience, it was hanging out with high-level entrepreneurs who I love, and the brainstorming part and idea exchange, and then also a third component, which is philanthropy and charity, where I'm a big fan of giving and that, but I've never really before this got personally involved in a big way. And the thing that I'm most passionate about is young entrepreneurs. And part of our mission, our 2020 goal with Maverick is to get 1 million young entrepreneurs, 13 to 23, to start their own businesses. And so that's been part of our rallying cry. And so I started this company kind of looking for more really cool entrepreneurs to hang out with, because my friends were either too busy to go off on these crazy adventures, or the other friends didn't have money to go do it. So I figured I might as well create a group in a club that I'd like to be a part of. And so this is going to be our third year doing it, because you get this VIP dinner with all the speakers, a bunch of my internet buddies who are in their own right incredible experts, guys like Jeff Walker and Jeff Johnson, and I don't even know who will be there, but there's always an amazing group of attendees that are there. Not just the big names. Literally, we poll the audience every year, and about 35% of them are doing over 6 figures. About 18% of them are doing over 7 figures online. This is just the paid attendees. price goes up. So it makes it a good deal to get in on it, and it is it probably is underpriced, but we like to sell it out every single year, and the whole premise behind it, the underground, is not just a great educational experience because you get to hear from real world speakers who are really making millions of dollars on the internet and who don't just talk about it and don't just I'm sorry, they never talk about it rather, but and who aren't selling how to make money on the internet stuff. They're just out there quietly doing it, and they do it as a favor to me. So I've been in the business and gotten to know a whole lot of people or their past students, and just doing it as a favor for me. And then you also get those great keynote speakers, like you mentioned, Gary Vaynerchuk, and Jessica Jackley is our other one who started Kiva.org. And so she's going to be doing a speech on social entrepreneurship, which should be really exciting.
Wow, and you're not mentioning the other ones because it's still top secret and they're coming out in the next couple of days. Well, I know it's going to sell out because it sells out every year. I'd like to thank you so much for your time. Anybody who's watching the show today, I've got a link below. If you want to get on the early bird special, click on that now. Thank you so much, Yannick, for your time. I really appreciate it, and I look forward to meeting you in person. That's a goal of mine in 2010.
That'd be great. Yeah, hopefully at the underground, or if not somewhere else then.
That would be fantastic. I might try and drag you and your wife and your family over here to Australia.
Very good.
Okay, you have a lovely evening and thanks for your time.